What is your favorite dad joke? Dad putting car in reverse. Dad, AHH, this takes me back. At the park with my girls. Dad, can we go play? Me, sure, just stay away from those trees over there. Girls, okay, why? Me, I don't know, they look a little shady to me. Good for producing eye rolls. Edit, I can't wait to tell my girls about my Reddit success. My highest rated comment by about 27,000. Obligatory TFTGKS. Dad, look at that flock of cows over there. Kids, a herd of cows. Dad, of course I heard of cows, there is a flock of them right over there. Note, pulled that joke successfully a few times, and my kids even did it to their summer camp instructor. Edit, thank you for the awards. I tell dad jokes. Sometimes he laughs. Not a joke in the traditional sense, but when I'm at a restaurant and the waitress says, "Do you want a box for that?" I always reply with no, but I'll wrestle you for it. No one ever gets it, but it makes me laugh. And that's the point, right? Would you like the milk in the bag? Dad, no thanks, you can keep it in the carton. Dad at breakfast, I'll have bacon and eggs please. Waiter, how do you like your eggs? Dad, I don't know, I haven't gotten them yet. Dad, nice shirt, is that felt? Not dad, no. Dad, *REACHES over, and touch your sleeve it is now. Why do graveyards have gates? Because people are dying to get in. My dad always told it passing a graveyard. I love my furniture, my recliner and I go way back. I haven't been to the gym in so long I've gone back to calling it James. Edit, thank you for the silver kind stranger. I've only been on Reddit for a week now and this means the world to me. Never thought a dad joke would land me a silver. Woot woot. Edit 2, wow this one blew up like crazy. Thank you for the gold kind strangers, my first time getting gold, and I get 2 on one post. This is Amazballs. I had a terrible day yesterday. As I was walking home, a man in a wheelchair stole my camouflage jacket. As he was wheeling away, I shouted after him, "You can hide, but you can't run." A magician was walking down the street. Then, he turned into a grocery store. Dad at lunch. Dad, do you have anything cheap cause I'm not that hungry? Waiter, well maybe the chicken strips for $6. Dad, well maybe it does, but that doesn't help my hunger. *DAD and the BACKGROUND good one. Thanks for the silver. Thanks for 2 silvers. Thanks for my first gold. Every time my dad opens a fortune cookie, he gets a distressed look on his face and says, "It says help. I'm being held captive in a fortune cookie factory. We have to help this person." None of my siblings or I have ever fallen for it, but he's been doing it at least 30 years. Now he's got grandkids to try it on, and I'm sure they won't fall for it either. You know why you never see an elephant hiding in a tree? Because they're very good at it. What do you call an illegally parked frog? Toad. Edit, thank you for the gold. Anyone can get buried when they die. If you want to be cremated you have to earn it. If a child doesn't want to take a nap, are they guilty of resisting arrest? Asked by one of the guys at a volunteer event to a sheriff. Edit, OMG this is my first gold ever. I feel honored. Thank you random citizen. I appreciate it a lot. Wife to husband, I'm pregnant. Husband to wife, trying to be funny. Hi pregnant, I'm dad. Wife, no you're not. Edit, thanks for the silver. The only joke my dad ever uses. I took up origami for a while, but I gave it up because it was too much paperwork. **DAD. ***Are you feeling cold? Sit in the corner. It is 90 degrees**. Why do flamingos lift up one leg? Because if they lift both they would fall. You know Orion's belt. Big waste of space. Huh. Didn't like that joke. That's okay, it's only got 3 stars. I invented a new word today, plagiarism. This one comes from my dad. My dad was talking to some friends introducing me. My dad, this is my pride and joy, my only son, I think. It's short but it really made me laugh. Edit, I just wanna let y'all know that today is my birthday and the fact I got this many upvotes really put a huge smile on my face. Thank you all. My dad once sat me down and told me that while my mother was on holiday he'd been having an affair. Deadly serious. He tells me it's not worth it because when it was happening one time she told him to come over because nobody was home. And he went and knocked but got no answer. Because nobody was home. I was worried for their marriage and the whole fucking thing was the setup for a joke. What's green, furry, has 4 legs, and will kill you if it falls out of a tree onto you? A pool table. I told my wife she drew her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised. Dad, did you know that the people living nearby actually can't be buried in that cemetery? Kid, why? Dad, because they're not dead yet.